Oh my goodness, folks! What's happening? We are live right here on Backchannel. This is the only play on your Echo device where you can listen live and communicate, chat live with the host. In this case, me. My name is Hal Rudnick, and you are fortunate enough to have stumbled upon the Your Pal Hal show. And oh, what a time it's going to be for the next 2 hours. We are going to be talking some trending topics, a little bit of news, pop culture, movies, and then additionally, there will be some goofs, gags, nonsense, shenanigans, and hijinks. That's right, folks. That's right. And whatever you're doing, this is a no judgment zone. So whether you're working from home or playing from home, I'm glad to have you here. And maybe you're just waking up. Did you sleep in? Are you having a late morning? Well, we're here for you. Wake up. You know, the rooster crows. You got to get out of bed. Folks, this show, by the way, we're here Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the West Coast in the home office, Los Angeles, California. And we are here from 2 to 4 on the East Coast, 1 to 3 in Texas, Omaha, Nebraska. And I'll tell you what, this show, it's markedly better, just leaps and bounds better when you get involved, when you join the chat, when you communicate with us, when you let us know what you're thinking, letting us know what you're up to, let us know what you're snacking on, like my friend Simon who's in the house. Good morning, Simon. Oh, National Superhero Day. That's a fun one. What's your favorite superhero? What's your favorite superhero? And it is day one of the NFL draft. Day one of the NFL draft. Who's going to go first? Who's going to go second? Who's going to go third? Fourth? All the spots. Who's going to go in all the spots? So here's how you communicate with us, folks. If you are kicking it with us and you are listening on your smart device, then you can get your smart device's attention. Your smart device probably rhymes with T-Rexa, and then you use the magic word say, and then you can pop in anything after that. So smart device, say, I am working from home. Smart device, say, I am clipping my toenails. TMI, by the way. Smart device, say, I am eating a plate of fully loaded nachos. Great. Love it. Or if you are listening, if you're listening to us, you can, if you're listening on your Echo speaker, you can't see me. Go to backchannel.tv. Join the chat. Once again, that's backchannel.tv. And I want to welcome the folks that are hanging out with us right now. Hello to Simon, Nelson in Pennsylvania, Riyadh in California, Daniel in Maryland. Hello, Chewy in Puerto Rico. Hola, Dion in Delaware. Welcome, Neon Dion. Thank you for being here. London, appreciate you hanging out with us. Very nice, very nice. Now, I got a lot of fun ahead. I just want to mention something I got to witness this morning. I got to see essentially like National Geographic in real life. I got to see like some Discovery Channel level Animal Kingdom, Circle of Life type stuff. So I was in the kitchen just like, getting my morning coffee. And my wife was at her desk taking care of some business and doing some, returning some emails or something. And we heard a thump all of a sudden. And I didn't know what it was. It was a little bit distressing. It's like, it wasn't the dogs. We have two dogs. And My wife said, go look out the window, see if something crashed against the window like a bird, because it's happened before. Lo and behold, sad. There was a little birdie, maybe like a sparrow or something, that had just come, crashed right into the window. Didn't break the window or anything, but the bird, and then fell to the ground, or popped back and hit the ground. And there was a little bit of blood coming from the bird, and the bird, it was not moving. That bird looked like it crashed and did itself in. And I was looking at it, and my wife was like, well, go clean it up. And I'm like, okay. I do what I'm told. And so I was going to go get a shovel out of the garage and just take the bird and like put it into the trash can, plop. But all of a sudden, the plot thickens, folks. A hawk. Yeah, I kid you not. A legit bird of prey. A hawk swooped down, landed like a yard away from the bird, from the sparrow or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, snap. I called my wife. You got to come see this. You got to come see this. She didn't want to see it. I'm like, this is real life happening right now in our backyard. And the hawk inched closer, looking around, actual bird of prey. And then the hawk, just with one of its little claws, with one of its, these are talons, this is like the claw, with one of its claws, grabbed the bird with one claw, flew away. Circle of life. You know, I'm a little bit sad. I'm sad for that robin or whatever it was. But that hawk got breakfast. And I saw it literally like 5 feet away, 6 feet away from me. Like I was staring out at the window like this. Animal Kingdom happening here. I am on the Animal Planet. And right now we have a special guest. You know what? We break news and we have some great guests. Let's bring in our special guest, a bird of prey, Percival the owl. Hoo-hoo, hoo-hoo. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Percival. So is that how it works? Like you swoop down, you pick it up with your talon, and you just fly away with it? Do you ever feel bad for the bird? And it's like, no, Hal, I have to eat. I mean, for real. Do you feel bad when you go to In-N-Out and eat that poor cow? Well, now that you mention it, no, not really. Then don't hate me. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. Hoot hoot. All right, that was Percival the owl saying don't hate the player. Hate the game. Indeed, indeed. Folks, that's just a taste of what's on deck here on the Your Pal Hal show. Thank you, everybody who's hanging out. Simon in the chat. Yes, this is a Xenomorph shirt, by the way. You got it. This is an alien shirt. My mom, I told you this story earlier this morning when I chatted with my mom. And also want to shout out Raymond in the chat. Raymond, hello. Thank you for joining us, my friend. Raymond in New Jersey. Very nice, very nice. My home state. Great to see you. Daniel's here. Riyadh is here. Nelson in PA. Dion in Delaware. Grass Puddle. Here for the hijinks. Heck yeah. Thank you, everybody. London is in the house. London calling. Very nice. Very nice. I appreciate y'all hanging out right here on the Your Pal Hal show. And we would love to hear from you. Again, if you haven't chatted yet, let me know how you feel about the circle of life. Let me know what you're up to. Go ahead and use your smart device. Smart device, say, and put in anything after that. Join the chat. Go to backchannel.tv and click join the chat as well. It's 11:11. Travis, come on in and make a wish. Producer Travis in the house. Producer Travis, where you at, my friend?
Right here.
All right, make a wish. Corner. All right. Oh, coming in a little hot there, Travis. All right, so I'm making a wish. Okay, remember, if you make a wish on 11/11, if you make a wish in a wishing well, if you make a wish on birthday candles or a shooting star, international, intergalactic, and universal wish rules dictate that you cannot tell your wish to anyone or otherwise it won't come true. So, Travis, would you tell me your wish? Heck no. It's in Travis's first wish rodeo. Julie joined the stream. Julie in Oregon. Oh, Oregon coming in strong today. We got the Pacific Northwest really represents on this show. I appreciate that. Also, we got Scandalous Kangaroo. Ooh, I wonder what kind of scandals are hidden in that marsupial's pouch. Travis.
Yes?
I haven't seen you in 22 hours, brother.
Started off, I thought I did something wrong.
No, you did something right. You showed up. You're here.
Oh, good.
And and there we go. Oh, Howard is here. Good morning. It's National Superhero Day, so we're making the rounds on Backchannel. Very nice. Thank you, Howard. Appreciate you being here. Howard the Duck. Very nice. I haven't seen Howard the Duck and Simon in the same room before, so just wondering. Travis, what have you been up to? Oh, I assume watching the Warriors move on.
Oh yeah, a wonderful closeout Game 5 at home. They said in the post game, and I felt it at home. Just as the team said, I didn't remember what it was like to close out a playoff series. It had been 3 years. I was nervous just as they were. And I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my hands on the couch. But came through, pulled it off, sent Denver packing back to Rocky Mountain High, Colorado. And we will look forward to facing either the Memphis Grizzlies or Minnesota Timberwolves, whomstever. Bring on the youngins.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I'm a little... you didn't know what to do with your hands while you were watching the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you could fold them.
I tried that for a bit.
You could clap along.
That came. Yep.
You could do some jazz hands, like a little bit of wee.
Didn't do that. I think that's the one thing I missed out on. That could have been the missing piece of the rotation of things to do with my hands.
Sure. Listen, if you ever need any suggestions as far as what to do with your hands, hit me up.
All right.
The official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show just joined the chat. Rob Schaefer just got done eating some chicken tacos with quesadillas as the shell. Yum.
Nice.
Yum.
That's wonderful.
Grass Puddles suggest you could just do fist pumps like this. Yes.
Some of that. There was a... Good?
Yeah. Travis, finish that thought if you want, but then
there was at one point, there was a Gary Payton hit a corner three, and I stand up and I kicked my own hand.
Whoa!
So that was really
like a cheerleader move.
Yeah,
that's flexibility.
It felt right. I mean, my hamstring is kind of something happened, but I did it.
Good on you, my friend. All right, so I'm going to ask the chat. Here's a question for everybody in the chat. For Cody, Raymond, Scandalous Kangaroo, Nelson, Riyadh, Daniel, Simon, Rob, everybody. Grass Puddle, my mom, and you, Travis.
Mm-hmm.
On National Superhero Day, if you got to pick just one, who's your favorite superhero? I might have asked you this before, Travis. Grass
Still
Puddle
good.
says, think about it for a moment. Grass Puddle says Gary Payton watching Seattle Supersonics.
Ah,
Gary
you
Payton
would
Jr.
think
Gary Payton Jr.
Gary Payton had a son.
Yeah. So Travis,
Hmm.
favorite superhero?
It's still going to be Captain America, I think. Big fan.
Mm.
Big fan.
The first Avenger.
The first Avenger, that Ed Brubaker run is something else, and the way they paint that character, not visually, but just like the character of that character and sort of which Chris Evans did a really good job representing. Anything you could take away from that character from the movies is pretty much represented in that comic run. And yeah, love it.
Gotcha. I'm going to go with Groot.
Nice. Why?
I just wanted to pick the dumbest answer possible.
It's pretty good.
Thanks. No, in actuality, it's probably I'm basic, and I'm going to tell you the ones that I grew up with loving.
Yeah.
Well, I loved the comic that I read the most growing up was Punisher. I'm not a huge fan of how the Punisher logo has gotten co-opted by wackos.
Yeah,
And
that's an RIP.
yeah,
Not very good.
But I loved all of not just the character, but all the ephemera, everything around it, and the universe, the toys. I loved Batman and Spider-Man. So I know that's super basic. Probably Batman. I think I got to go Batman.
So it's basic for a reason because it's really well done and popular.
Yeah. Rob Schaefer says either Aquaman or Iron Fist. Iron Fist because he's a billionaire and punched a dragon.
Yeah, that's pretty good. The Matt Fraction Iron Fist run. Very good. Very good.
My mom says Wonder Woman. Very nice. Simon says Daniel Way's run of Deadpool or Snyder and Vapulo's Batman runs. Nice. S. Friedman, welcome to the chat. Glad you're here. Glad you made it. Raymond says Professor X. Professor X. Great call. Professor X, a mastermind. Cody in Tennessee. Great to have you here. Thanks for joining us, Cody. And by the way, Cody, let us know who your favorite superhero is. And folks, I just want to thank everybody for being here with us on the Your Pal Hal show. My name is Hal Rudnick, and if you're enjoying the show, there are two ways you can support. You can really help a fella out. If you're watching me right now and you see that subscribe button, I humbly ask you, click subscribe. Subscribing is going to let you know when we're going live. Also, we're going to have we got some special plans. Ooh, we're going to pull some tricks out of our hat in the next couple of weeks upcoming. And you're going to want to be here for that because it might mean prizes, might mean good times, and all sorts of other stuff. Another way you can help out, no matter where you're watching or listening, is leaving a review. Go to backchannel.tv. BACKCHANNEL.TV. Click leave a review. And you know what? Say something nice about the Your Pal Hal show. I would thank you for it. Travis, you know what? Just a little bit more chat here. S. Friedman says, if we're talking comics, the best are Dark Phoenix Saga. Very nice. Sad how it materialized in the X-Men cinematic universe. Yeah, that was just a dark slog of a movie. Yep. Howard the Duck is very upset. Grass Puddle says Mr. Fantastic. Wink, wink. Okay. What's the wink? What am I missing? What am I missing from Grass Puddle?
I guess some kind of stretching thing.
Maybe a stretching thing. I am slow on the uptake. I am. Yeah.
I mean, what's most impressive about Mr. Fantastic to me is he's a dude probably in his 40s that doesn't feel like joint pain.
True.
Yeah, limber.
Oh, maybe Mr. Fantastic, like, every part of his body stretches. You know what I'm talking about, Simon? You know what I'm talking Simon. Why do I always call you Simon?
Oh, no.
Because of Simon in the chat. Travis?
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm
going to move on from that. S. Friedman shouting out Moon Knight. Howard the Duck is just very upset with us. Very upset with us. Maybe I'm just, I was looking at Simon's chat. But Simon, not your bad. That's your good. Keep chatting. Keep chatting away, my friend. What say we dive into the Twitterverse? Launch ourselves headlong into the Twitter sphere and see what's trending on the Elon Musk website, twitter.com.
Technically not yet, as we're learning. Technically not yet.
Oh, what's the latest update on that, Travis?
There's just a lot of conjecture as to whether or not it's actually going to go through, which is interesting.
Whether or not his check is gonna bounce or not?
Not so much that. There's like people talking about technicalities around like, well, he's been sort of lambasting people that are high up in Twitter, which is like against this thing or that thing, and also just like he's also not followed through on stuff before. We will see.
All right, TBD. Rob Schaefer says, probably not everything on Mr. Fantastic stretches. The Invisible Woman has been unsatisfied for years. Thank you, Rob Schaefer.
Wow, strays at Mr. Fantastic. Just catching strays.
Yep. Are you on Twitter? I wanted to post a message about it.
I was talking to S. Friedman, I think.
Oh, yeah.
We got real communication happening beyond
Moon Knight, the latest the latest episode of Moon Knight. No, we got a delightful little community here. Here we go. Blasts knock the Russia-occupied city of Kherson in southern Ukraine. A series of explosions shook the city late Wednesday and at least temporarily knocked Russian channels off the air, according to Al Jazeera. Russian President Vladimir Putin warned on Wednesday that any outside interference in the conflict in Ukraine will be met with swift and devastating response, while UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss urged Western allies to send more heavy weapons to Ukraine. Meanwhile, UN Secretary Antonio Guterres arrived in Ukraine to hold talks with President Zelensky after meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. So, much of the same, and Vladimir Putin throwing out veiled, not so veiled, threats. It's just a devastating situation that continues to render horrific results, and we stand with the folks in Ukraine, and Vladimir Putin is a jerk, a piece of crap, and a no good Nick. There, I said it, a no good Nick. The U.S. is sending, or looking to send, Joe Biden is asking Congress to send another $33 billion in funding to respond to the Russian invasion of Ukraine, more than double the $14 billion in support authorized so far. And he said the potential for what can occur justifies spending all of that money. The official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show, Rob Schaefer, chiming in here. According to the contract with Elon, he's not allowed to disparage the deal to purchase Twitter. He had some legitimate criticisms of unnamed executives and previous policies. Interesting. Simon says he's with Biden on this, sending more money to Ukraine. Travis, what have you got there? You want to bring that up? We need this bill to support Ukraine in its fight for freedom, Biden told reporters at the White House. The cost of this fight, it's not cheap, but caving to aggression is going to be more costly if we allow it to happen, he said. Biden also said the U.S. was working with Korea, Japan, Qatar, and others to help fill the energy import needs of Poland and Bulgaria after Russia threatened to cut natural gas exports to those countries. He said Poland has significant reserves, and there are plans to divert U.S. shipments of natural gas to Japan and other places to Bulgaria if needed. And he said he was concerned about recent Russian comments that paint the conflict as being between NATO, the U.S., and Russia. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely picking sides. Who knows? Who knows? Are we on? I mean, it's just the elephant in the room. Here's a question. Obviously, first and foremost, the people in Ukraine are in the middle of just a hellscape right now. But yeah, are we knocking on the door of World War III? There you go. Joey, welcome to the show. Glad you're here. Stacy says Putin should be arrested for threats. I agree. Stacy, 100%. Putin should be dragged out of there in handcuffs. Stacy's hanging out with Tracy today. Tracy, hello. Sending my regards. Raymond says we need to send Superman over there. Raymond, you got that right. Andrew, welcome. By the way, if anybody's watching and you're not subscribed, just slam that subscribe button. Just slam it as hard as you can. You don't have to slam it as hard as you can, but hit the subscribe. Yep, Putin is nothing but trouble, and more trouble, says Stacy. I agree. S. Friedman says, I want Zelensky to meet with Putin just so we can punch him in the Adam's apple. I like it. Raymond says, I'm your old friend Mirror Man. It's nice to see you with my real name. Raymond, what a pleasure. Thank you for the name reveal, and always great to have you here. Whether it's Raymond or Mirror Man, you're a pal, and I thank you. What else do we got here? By the way, S. Friedman, I'd like to see Zelensky punch Putin in the Adam's apple, but I don't know if Zelensky wins that fight. Zelensky's former profession, comedian. Putin's former profession, KGB agent. So I think Putin is no stranger to hand-to-hand combat. No stranger to hand-to-hand combat. He's listen. He has dealt with people, if you know what I mean. He is how do I say? He is killer. Putin is sick. Didn't you see how he was holding the table? Oh, you know what? Fingers crossed. So I appreciate that. By the way, folks, I appreciate you hanging out right here, live on Backchannel. We're here every weekday, Monday through Friday, 11 to 1 on the West Coast, 2 to 4 on the East Coast. Send us chat. If you can see me right now, and you're watching on an Echo Show or Fire TV, the magic word is say. So say the name of your smart device, then the word say, and put in anything after that. So smart device, say, I'm hanging out listening to you while I'm quilting. Smart device say, I am whittling spikes so I can create a Rambo-style death trap in my backyard. Let us know what you're up to, whether it's quilting, creating a death trap, or anything in between. And if you're just listening on your Echo speaker and you can't see me, go to backchannel.tv, click join the chat. Once again, that's backchannel.tv, and get into it. Let's mix it up. Russia would be so much better if Yakov Smirnov had control. True stuff. What a country! I remember that, Simon. Very nice. I'm okay with beating senior citizens if they attack an innocent country. S. Friedman, you know what? I got to agree with your controversial hot take right there, S. Friedman. I got to agree with you. All right. Additionally, a little bit more news from Russia. Apparently, Russia is getting hacked. So, Russia's being hacked at an unprecedented scale. Thank you, Travis. Appreciate that. You read my mind. Every day, often around 5 a.m. local time, the Telegram channel housing Ukraine's unprecedented IT army of hackers buzzes with a new list of targets. The volunteer group has been knocking Russian websites offline using wave after wave of distributed denial of service attacks, which flood websites with traffic requests and make them inaccessible since the war started. Good. Russian online payment services, government departments, aviation companies, and food delivery firms have all been targeted by the IT army as it aims to disrupt everyday life in Russia. And it's a double-edged sword. Innocent Russian people who are not supporting this aggression, I'm sad to see them affected in this way, but you gotta let Putin and the powers that be know that you know what? You want to do this? The world will not stand. Life in your country will be affected. And hopefully that has some sort of effect. Yeah. Anything else on that? You want to bring that back up again? Is there a thread? Anything specific underneath there regarding these hacks? Since Russia invaded Ukraine at the end of February, the country has faced unprecedented barrage of hacking activity. Ukraine volunteer cyber armies actions were just the start of bigger threats on the horizon. Russian online payment services, food delivery, etc. DDoS attacks make up the bulk of the action, but researchers have spotted ransomware that's designed to target Russia and have been hunting for bugs in Russian systems, which could lead to more sophisticated attacks. If you want to scroll up a little, Russia's typically considered one of those countries where cyber attacks come from and not go to, says Stefano de Blasi, a cyber threat intelligence analyst at the security firm Digital Shadows. Record levels of DDoS attacks were recorded during the first 3 months of 2022, according to analysis from Russian cybersecurity company Kaspersky. Due to increase in cyber attacks against Russia, there are hints that this may push the country further down the path of internet isolation. Only time will tell if the country will push towards its long-term goal of a sovereign internet. All right, there you go. There you have it. There you have it. Hopefully this, it seems like Putin just doesn't care either which way, like what's going on. So, yeah. But, ideally, this will push the people to be louder, although, just horrific images. I had mentioned that I'd watched the documentary, which I highly recommend, Navalny. It aired on CNN the other night about the Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, and his crusade to expose just the corruption and criminality behind Putin, and how just he is life in Russia is regressing under him, and how his is a dark regime. Pardon me, I had a little double sneeze there. And it's pretty horrifying to just see someone in the street, an innocent people, and like this is anyone from like, you know, college age people to the elderly, shouting on behalf of Navalny, shouting anti-Putin thoughts and phrases, and just get dragged off by the police. Like, you cannot speak out oftentimes. And same goes with anti-war protesters. It's it's a devastating situation in this under this authoritarian regime. All right, so that is our Ukraine-Russian report right there. Let's move on to other topicalities. Oh boy, it's all right. So let's talk a little bit about this Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial. Just an unfortunate turn of events. Just an unfortunate situation between these two former lovebirds. Ugly divorce and libel accusations going back and forth. So the ACLU says Amber Heard donated way less than the $3.5 million she pledged. So apparently she pledged from her divorce settlement to donate $3.5 million. And the ACLU, which is a great cause, the American Civil Liberties Union, I mean, that holds people accountable, that fights for free speech. But Amber Heard is getting called out in court for allegedly failing to follow through on a huge donation to charity. The ACLU says she gave them less than half of her $3.5 million pledge, though she's still got a few years left to fulfill that promise. Okay? So here's the deal. When Amber Heard reached a divorce settlement with Johnny Depp back in 2016, she announced she would donate her entire $7 million payout to charity, splitting it between the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles and the ACLU, to be paid within 10 years. Amber's pledge was revisited Thursday in Depp's defamation trial against Heard, with ACLU honcho Terrence Doherty saying the nonprofit received 4 donations in Amber's name, totaling only $1.3 million. What's more, Doherty says Amber only gave the ACLU $350,000 directly, while Depp wrote them a check for $100,000. The ACLU says the other payments included $500,000 from a donor-advised fund at Vanguard and $350,000 from a donor-advised fund at Fidelity. Okay, and get this. Doherty says the ACLU believes the $500,000 payment was actually from a fund set up by Elon Musk, whom Amber dated after her split from Depp. Interesting. So, well, I mean, the kicker there is she still has a few years to make good on it, but just more fallout. Matasaro says, can't hang out today. Just wanted to wish the show a good time and remember to hit that like. Thank you. Got parent-teacher conference to attend soon. Matasaro, I appreciate you stopping by. I hope it's all good news at the parent-teacher conference. And whether you're a parent, a teacher, or both, I hope it goes well. Thanks for popping in, Matasaro. Always great to have you here, my friend. S. Friedman says she donated about $20 so far. Oh, S. Friedman. Yeah, that would be a pittance compared to what she promised. Simon Grass Puddle sending regards to Matasaro. She's got to be conservative with that cheddar, says Simon. She's going to have to replace those sheets. And Johnny only sleeps on the finest of linens. Oh, yeah. What's the thread count? What's the thread count on those dirty sheets? Hold on to it till he has no money left. Then, oh, well. Says Grass Puddle. S. Friedman, if it comes out that Amber pooped on Elon's bed, I will be the happiest man ever. Very good. Very good. Yeah, some stinky rumors. Stinky rumors. From this Depp Heard trial. Raymond saying, are you still watching Moon Knight? And if so, what did you think about that last episode? Raymond, great question. I'm not caught up. But I know that Simon and some folks in the chat were talking about it earlier. S. Friedman, Simon, talking a little Moon Knight earlier. Yep. There you go. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of like awful discourse about this trial happening, but I gotta admit, watching Johnny Depp's expressions and like just some of his quotes throughout the trial. Pretty funny. Andrew McLean in the house. What's up, buddy? I've been looking forward to Aquaman 2, but she's going to take me out of the movie anytime she's on screen now. It's going to be a little weird. With her personal life exposed there, and when she ventures in, that's going to be yeah. I feel you. I feel you, Andrew. But you know what? Take an edible and forget about it. That's the best way to watch that Aquaman movie for my money. But that's just me. You do you. Travis, are you in the house, my friend?
Yes. Yes. Hello.
My friend Raymond wants to know if you're caught up on Moon Knight.
No. Moon Knight, or Moon Bobby, as we call it at the house, we are so far behind on. We saw the first episode, and I say we because my roommates, we're like a family. We watch things together, which can be a problem because when you can't get the same conglomeration of people in the same room at the same time, you go months without catching up on a show. Also, it's the playoffs. Also, there's The Sopranos. Excuses. Haven't made it past episode 1.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've watched 3 episodes, so I think I'm 2 behind. Grass Puddle saying that Amber Heard blamed the poor Chihuahua for what happened in the bed.
Okay, on a biology level alone, if that is true, like, yo, it's a Chihuahua. It's like either that would never make sense, or Amber Heard needs to get to a doctor now.
S. Friedman saying the Aquaman movie was bad, but it was better than all the crap DC had done until then. It's like when you've had diarrhea, but then finally get a solid turd and you're happy about it. Hey, you know what? I don't completely disagree with that. I thought it was just dumb and fun. Yeah. I you know what? There are worse descriptors for a superhero movie than dumb and fun.
Yeah. Remember when that's all we wanted out of them? When that was everything that we could ever want? Like Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four Silver Surfer or whatever. It's like, that was fun.
Yep. Raymond says it's over next week. Raymond, I will catch up. One day we'll talk about it, brother. Thank you. All right. Let me just let folks know that you are enjoying the Your Pal Hal show. My name is Hal Rudnick, and we are live on Backchannel every weekday, Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Time, 2 to 4 Eastern Time, 1 to 3 in Texas and Omaha, Nebraska, the home of Rob Schaefer, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show. Please send me a chat. If you can see me right now and you're watching on an Echo Show or Fire TV, the magic word is say. So T-Rexa, that might rhyme with your device. Say the name of your device, say, and then throw in anything after that, okay? And if you're just listening right now on an Echo speaker and you can't see me, go to backchannel.tv, join the chat. Heck yeah. All right, let's see what else is trending. Oric in Pennsylvania. What's going on, Oric? I went to school in Pennsylvania. Penn State. What part of Pennsylvania are you in, Oric? Let me know. Stacy says, where does that song from the station identification break come from? Travis, do you want to tell Stacy again?
That comes from freemusicarchive.com. It's an archive of free music that you can use for things like this when you can't be bothered to write it yourself. I believe the track is called How Can Things Be by an artist called Holazina CC0.
Wow.
Yep.
Thank you, Travis.
You're welcome.
Are you a smoker? Have you been a smoker? I used to smoke the cigarettes back in the day. I've been quit for 8 years from cigarettes. I quit cold turkey, and it's not too tough for me. By the end I was about a 5 cigarette a day smoker. My dad was a longtime smoker. He would smoke a brand of cigarettes that this is not a popular brand. I don't even see them when I go into 7-Eleven or whatever. I don't notice them on the shelves. I don't see a lot of people with these. A brand of cigarettes called Merit cigarettes, but specifically his were Merit menthol cigarettes. Yep, my dad was a menthol cigarette smoker. I've smoked some menthol cigarettes back in the day when I was in college. I'm like, oh yeah, let me try one of those. I'll do whatever. I'm young and will live forever. So menthol cigarettes, apparently they're looking to ban these. They're looking to get rid of menthol cigarettes. And you know what? I don't think that's a bad thing. Although I do, I think people should have the freedom to be able to pollute and poison themselves if they want to. But they say menthol cigarettes are extra bad. And often at-risk communities, people of color, are targeted by menthol cigarettes, and they are more dangerous. Are they filling your lungs with fiberglass? I don't know. Let's see what it says right here. FDA proposes ban on menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration on Thursday proposed banning the sale of menthol cigarettes and flavored cigars, citing the potential to significantly reduce disease and death from combusted tobacco use, the leading cause of preventable death in the U.S., by reducing youth experimentation and addiction. The proposal, which comes a year after the agency announced the plan, could still take years to implement, as it's likely to face stiff opposition from the tobacco industry, Reuters reports. So I used to think, if I would smoke a menthol cigarette, because it's got almost this wintry, this wintergreen, refreshing essence to it, a little bit of a refreshing flavor. You smoke this, you're not going to have bad breath. And menthol cigarettes, it's smoother, it's cleaner. No, far from it. That stuff is, extra bad for you. Here's my tip. Here's my advice to you. Don't smoke cigarettes. Don't smoke tobacco cigarettes. I moved on to American Spirits by the end, and then I'm like, all right, peace out, cigarettes. Thank you for nothing. Simon says, I smoked for 12 years. I went cold turkey on my first date with my wife. It was bizarre. I just turned it off somehow after so many failed previous attempts. Good man, Simon. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it, my friend. Simon was a Camel filter guy. American Spirits just burned way too long. That's true. American Spirits did burn too long. I smoked Camels, too, in college. And I've tried Parliaments. I tried Marlboro Lights. Marlboro Reds I've smoked, yeah, no bueno, no bueno. But yeah, I haven't, last time I quit 7-8 years ago. I did have one cigarette in Vegas about 4 years ago. That doesn't count. Come on, that don't count. Stacy says no. Yeah, Stacy, no cigarettes. Don't do it. Just avoid it. Jennifer in Colorado is in the house. Thanks for joining us. Andrew, thanks for being here. If you haven't already, hammer that subscribe button. Simon asking how long I smoked. Between 15 and 20 years. Between 15 and 20 years, give or take. Yep. Quitting's easy. I did it many times. The last one stuck. I stuck the landing with the last one. All right. So, did you ever cough up tar? What?
How did the last time you did it? What made it stick? What was your tactic? What was your crutch, your assist, or was it just like, I'm just mental fortitude? I'm gonna sit in a chair and clench until I don't want a cigarette anymore.
Yeah. So gum, toothpicks, toothpicks, big time. Toothpicks, big time. And then also, I'll tell you what pushed me over that way. I was feeling a weird tightness in my chest.
Oh.
And I'm like, no, I'm too young for that. I don't want that. I don't like that. Simon asking if I ever coughed up tar. I coughed up phlegm. Not to get super gross after we talked about diarrhea already.
Fluid bingo.
Yeah. Body fluid bingo. Great. Nuts. Simon says nuts, toothpicks, gum, and you really have to convince yourself that you're not a smoker anymore. Yep. And and they say, like, I would really keep in my mind that they say after 3 days, it's out of your system, and it's just the mental aspect of it. So I really held on to that, and like I tried to ride out those first 3 days like a rodeo rider on a bull. Just stick to it. And once I got past that, like mentally I clicked, and I'm like, okay, now it's just you could do this. But having that feeling in my chest, that was really the kicker.
That's incredible, because they're like, for that to be the demarcation point, because so many people will just ride a bad habit until it's too late. That's great job.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate that.
There you go.
Melanie in Michigan, welcome to the party. Glad to have you here. You're listening to the Your Pal Hal show. Stacy says, I never done it because I know the risk. Stacy, you're a smart cookie. You're a smart cookie. Good work. Raymond says, it's easy to subscribe. It's in the corner. Takes 2 seconds to do. Thank you, Raymond. Appreciate your vote of confidence there. Couple more trending topics here, folks. Disney. Disney is preparing the metaverse. So the Disney metaverse begins to take shape. Disney CEO Bob Chapek has strongly indicated his interest in bringing the company into the next generation of the internet. The company's executives have started holding meetings to determine what that might look like. Is it possible? Can we click on this article? I know sometimes it's behind a paywall, so I will I will
This
cross
might
my
be a tweet
fingers.
thread. Let's see. Well, let me see if I can work that real quick. Da, da,
Sure.
da, 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 da. LA Times, LA Times. Boo. Hold on. We can. Here, I'll let you get to this tweet real
You,
quick while I work with
you
this real
know,
quick.
can I? Can you work with that and bring me up? And I'm gonna read some news of the dumb.
Please. This might.
Yes,
I'll pop in when it's fixed. This may be just a moment, but read
Travis,
some dumb.
I appreciate you, folks. Here's some news from the dumb dumbs. Okay, Jim Carrey, one of our favorite comedic actors, stunned by conspiracy theory that he is one of the actors currently playing Joe Biden. You know, I saw an interview. There's a really there's a great, very funny, politically oriented Instagram feed that I follow, The Good Liars, and they interviewed some folks at like a Trump rally, and they said they believed that actors are playing Joe Biden, and one of them is Jim Carrey. And when Joe Biden slipped going up the stairs on Air Force One, that was Jim Carrey doing physical comedy. And just unbelievable how dumb the dumb, dumb dummies sure know how to dumb. And anyone believing anything remotely adjacent to QAnon or any of these stupid theories, they are simply the dumbest of us all. Jim Carrey has been left stunned after hearing about a conspiracy theory which claims he is one of the actors currently playing President Joe Biden. And if this doesn't prove that people will really believe anything, then nothing will. The 60-year-old responded to the bizarre claim recently in a video posted by Jason Selvig of The Good Liars. There you go. They're a comedy duo who make videos interviewing conservatives across the U.S. And one of their clips sees them talking to one Trump supporter who believes Biden is in fact dead and being impersonated. Oh, boy. Oh, brother. The clip sees Selvig talking with a woman who says the guy that's doing the stand-up job of trying to wake people up is an actor wearing a mask. I mean, there are several different people playing Joe Biden at this point. Oh, she then pointed out a moment from last year which saw Biden fall up the steps of Air Force One saying, "I myself think that was Jim Carrey." Carrey saw the clip on Twitter and responded by commenting, "Oh dear." The Good Liars replied to him saying, "Be honest. Was the woman we interviewed in this clip just you in a mask?" The baffling clip also sees the conspiracist say that she believed Carrey was being silly by falling up the stairs 3 different times. And James Woods is also, I think, one of the doppelganger mask-wearing people, she added. What? James Woods is a conservative. I don't know. I don't like. It really gets murky. It really gets murky there. And of course, Carrey isn't playing Biden. According to him, he's not playing anyone for the foreseeable future. The actor recently said he's taking a break from the acting world, revealing that he probably will retire from the big screen. "Well, I'm retiring," Carrey said. "Are you being serious, or are you screwing with me?" Access Hollywood's Kit Hoover asked. "I'm being fairly serious. It depends on the Angels. If the Angels bring some sort of script that's written in gold ink that says to me that it's going to be really important for people to see, I might continue down the road, but I'm taking a break," he said. There you go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Simon says, 4 words James Woods will never hear. "I loved you in blank." I used to like James Woods. He's become a little bit of a crackpot. So my enjoyment of him has certainly waned. That is for sure. Uh, S. Friedman says, according to my mom, my dad stopped smoking when she got pregnant with my older sister. Very nice, S. Friedman. My dad smoked throughout my life. I remember, and like the secondhand smoke. I remember, like the '80s were a different time when I was growing up. I like there was no baby seat. I remember being in the front seat, no seat belt. My dad driving, windows closed, cigarette lit. Maybe that explains a couple of things. Simon says he liked The Hard Way. Hercules was James Woods in Hercules. Travis, any progress there on Disney and the metaverse? Thank you. From 2D to Web 3, Disney is working on a metaverse game plan. S. Friedman, yep, that was my dad. Look, no hands. Ha ha ha. Walt Disney Company has brought its characters to life in theme parks and expanded franchises through streaming services. Now it's hoping to keep up with the times again by preparing for the internet's next evolutionary leap. The Burbank entertainment giant has begun developing a strategy for its approach to a future version of the internet that blends the physical with the digital and the virtual, dubbed by futurists, tech executives, and investors as the metaverse or Web 3. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to get real life down. I'm just I'm just trying to get situated in IRL. I ain't good at IRL. How am I going to get into the metaverse if I can't do the IRL yet? I'm just trying to get my IRL situated. Oh boy. Oh boy. So let's read a little bit more of that. This week, Mike White, the Disney exec in charge with leading the company's foray into the space, met with Disney senior leaders to lay out broad strokes of a metaverse strategy in terms of what they're calling next-gen storytelling, next-generation storytelling, according to people familiar with the talks who were not authorized to comment. White has been meeting with leaders throughout various Disney businesses in recent weeks to establish a task force to develop early models for how to best approach the emerging technology, these people said. This week's meeting included top Disney leadership such as Disney Media, Entertainment. Blah, blah. All right, I get it. Travis, you want to come on in here for a sec?
Yes.
So, the metaverse. The metaverse, the Disney metaverse. Does this mean I'm going to be able to have intimacy with Tinkerbell?
No, that's not what that means at all. That's not what that's about.
Whoa. What about that Belle?
Look, what you're after here, you can already accomplish with an open-minded, willing partner and a trip to the Spirit Halloween store. I don't think there's anything the metaverse can provide that makes it any easier or harder, especially considering Disney is at the helm.
Well, let me ask you this.
I don't like that somebody else. That's those. Yes?
What if I wanted to, let's just say I wanted to get to know Mater a little better. You familiar with Mater?
The pickup truck from Cars?
You got that right, kiddo. What if I wanted to
Not even. All right.
What if I wanted to look under the hood, so to speak, Travis?
Okay. First of all, if we are even to entertain that, they have eyes and face, so looking over under the hood would be like ripping its skull open, Mater's skull open, kind of, it seems like. I don't know what that would accomplish. Second, again, Disney is creating this space. Therefore, if you've ever played a video game, you can't do anything. I'm thinking it'll be like that, where there are some things that will not happen, no matter how hard you want them to happen. You can't make Mario, have a spaghetti dinner while playing Mario 64.
But this ain't Mario 64. We're talking the metaverse, my dude.
Right, but you're going to be still in it. It's like in Disneyland. There will be rules, and if you break them, you will probably be kicked out.
Stacy says, Hal, be careful with what you do, please.
Yeah.
So, sounds like Travis. You're like, oh, my name is Travis, and I'm the metaverse police. I'm going to tell on you. I'm going to tell Disney to kick you out of the metaverse.
I'm not going to tell on anybody.
My name is Travis, and I'm the metaverse narc for Disney.
I am not a narc. I'm saying if you try to get intimate with a three-dimensional truck in a VR space, you may get banned by Disney. Or you might not be able to do it in the first place.
What about Iago?
Iago's up for grabs. That's fair play.
All right, we're going to take a little break right now, folks. I really appreciate everybody. First, let me give a little station ID before we take a break there, Travis. This is the Your Pal Hal Show. My name? It's Hal Rudnick, and we're live here on Backchannel, and this is the only play on your Echo device where you can watch and listen to live shows and chat with the hosts in real time. Join me, like my friends Raymond, Stacy, Grasspuddle, Rob Schaefer, Simon, Andy McLean, S. Friedman. Oh, the gang's all here. So join us, my mom. We're here every Monday through Friday, 11 to 1 on the West Coast, 2 to 4 East Coast, Florida, all the way up to Maine. Send us a chat. You can chat with us. If you're watching on an Echo Show or Fire TV, say the name of your smart device. It rhymes with T-Rexa. Use the magic word say. Tell us anything you want after that. Or go to backchannel.tv and give us some chats. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with too much fun on the other side. See you in a minute. What up? We're back. This is the Your Pal Hal Show. My name is Hal Rudnick. Travis, get back in here, please. I beg of you to please come back in here. We got to finish this conversation.
The Disney conversation?
What do you know about
Oh God,
Mrs. Potts? Mrs.
I don't
Potts and
know
her
anything about
capabilities in the
Mrs.
metaverse.
Potts. I'm not a part of this. They're not letting me in the meetings, even if I wanted to be in them, which I don't.
Travis,
Yeah?
did you come here to shame me today?
No, you can do whatever you want. But is that for me or for you? Okay.
I thought you were I thought you were open-minded.
I just don't want to see you get arrested on the internet. In the internet.
Oh my God! I'm not talking. What I say? What did I say?
You wanted to get in? You talking about getting close to a pickup truck?
Yeah. Can you do me one favor, Travis?
Sure.
Never mention this conversation with my wife.
You got it.
She must not know about
She doesn't know where YouTube is, does she? Should she wear that? You might want to not mention YouTube.
No. Every day, I tell her, "Oh, I'm going to do charity work." And
Upstairs.
then I do upstairs.
Or do you go out the front door and then climb up a ladder back into this room?
I have a rope ladder out the window.
Oh.
I wanna say hi to Mungo in Florida. I love that name. What's up, Mungo?
Nice, that's good.
Carrie in New Jersey. Carrie, what part of Jersey are you coming to us from? I grew up in New Jersey, and my good friend Raymond is in New Jersey. Jennifer in Colorado. What up? No Name in the house. Give yourself a name. No Name. Melanie in Michigan. 6. You know what? 6. I don't care what people say. I like 6. I like you better than 7. Thanks for being here. And Carrie, what part of Jersey are you coming to us from? And you can talk to us by getting your smart device's attention. Use the magic word "say," and then you can put in whatever you want after that. Oh yeah, and don't bring up Michelle Rodriguez to my wife either. Simon, stand down. Please respect my family's privacy. At this point. Okay, I got to hit this last trending topic before we do our Twitter deep dive. This was just weird.
Real quick.
Did you see this?
I've got a fun Mungo fact.
Okay.
So, the band Mungo Jerry, who had one hit, Summertime, the song goes like, "It's the summertime, do-do-do-do-do-do."
Oh, yeah.
That song.
In the summertime when do-do-do-do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's really funny about that song by Mungo Jerry, if you ever listened to it all the way through, is that they do the song, and then it kind of ends, and then they just do it again. And that's the whole song. They do the same thing twice.
Wow, so nice. They did it twice.
Yeah, not even in like a verse chord, just like they do it. It kind of stops, then they start up again and do the whole thing. It's wild.
That's fun. You know what? Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah.
The laziest songwriters in pop music. In popular
guys, we got
music
another
history.
2.5 minutes on this reel.
Mungo.
Do it again.
Mungo Jerry. Mungo Jerry. Mungo in Florida. Are you familiar with Mungo Jerry? Let us know. All right. So this Olivia Wilde, Jason Sudeikis thing is goofy. This is goofy. If you thought Johnny Depp and Amber Heard was the only weird celebrity breakup, you got another thing coming. Ted Lasso star Jason Sudeikis had no idea ex-fiancée Olivia Wilde would be served with custody papers on stage. She was at CinemaCon talking to movie theater owners and stuff. CinemaCon is where all the theater owners in the country get together in Vegas. They have a big convention. I've been to CinemaCon once or twice in my life, once or twice. And yeah, like it's the latest in movie theater seats and snacks and popcorns and just like anything you can think of, screens, and the stars are there. They're announcing their lineups. The studios are there. It's a big to do in Vegas to get the theater owners on board with whatever the studio has coming up. And there's all sorts of promotion and promotional activities and parties and whatnot. Okay, great. Let's go back to the article, please. Jason Sudeikis is appalled by the humiliating incident as questions arise over whether documents were served legally. So, yeah, he served her custody papers. Olivia Wilde was served custody papers while she was while she was on stage. Rob Schaefer, the official attorney of the Your Pal Hal show, who may have participated in these type of custody and paper serving incidents before, not like this one, but Rob Schaefer says that process server went above and beyond when he served her on stage. I say good on him. You know what? He got the job done. That's for dang sure. He got the job done. So let's read a couple of bullet points here. And then we'll look at some of these funny pictures. It's like the pictures really make it. Make that just a titch smaller, please. There you go. Thank you. Wilde, 38, was midway through a presentation about her upcoming thriller. I mean, people don't spell check anymore. Her upcoming thrilled? Don't worry, darling. No, it's her upcoming thriller. People don't spell check. Ugh. Grinds my gears. Wild 38 was midway through a presentation about her upcoming thriller, Don't Worry, Darling, at CinemaCon in Vegas when she was given a manila envelope by a process server. She appeared flustered for a moment before carrying on with her presentation with the envelope in hand. The mother of two, who shares 8-year-old son Otis and 5-year-old daughter Daisy with ex-Sudeikis, 46, was discussing her latest directorial turn, which stars her boyfriend, Harry Styles, 28. Sudeikis, who's best known for starring in the hit Apple TV Plus comedy Ted Lasso, has been slammed for the inappropriate move, which has some have branded as cruel and mean. However, sources close to the former couple have insisted that he was blindsided by the incident, claiming that he had no idea Wilde would be served papers at such a public event. One insider explained that Sudeikis had no contact with the Los Angeles-based process server who delivered the papers, revealing that she was hired by his Brooklyn-based attorneys. According to the source, Sudeikis learned of the incident when photos of Wilde opening the manila envelope on stage were made public, and they said he had been left appalled by the moment. Rob Schaefer tickled. High five to that process server. Hilarious. Questions have also arisen over whether the papers were served legally. Typically, a person has to be informed they are being given court documents. Wilde's reaction suggests she was unaware of the envelope's contents. Rob Schaefer, is that true? Must you inform them? Can you just hand... Excuse me. Can you just hand them the envelope? Travis, please scroll down for the Olivia Wilde pictures. Let's see the lovely Olivia Wilde. Oh my goodness, I have hiccups. How did that just happen? There, oh, look at that. Look at that. There she is in her velveteen rabbit coat. This serving with custody papers is ridiculous. Whatever happened to cutting the baby in half like the good Lord wanted, says S. Friedman. Who's that, King Solomon, who's like, just chop it in half? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That old school S. Friedman. There's more of these pictures. Let's see. She's like, "What? You've got to be kidding me. What? What? Personal and confidential, it says there on the envelope. What?
So much for personal, giving it to her at the award show. Good lord.
It was not an award show. It was a
Or
it was a
whatever.
yeah, presentation. Oh, there they are in happier times. King Solomon was just having a bad day and said, "F it, just cut the baby in half. I don't care." Simon says, "I can't." Oh man, I was trying to take it like a nice deep breath, and I gave myself the hiccups. So say a little prayer for me. Um, I can't understand why people acknowledge their children. Thanks, but I like my freedom. Here's a basket in a river. Hopefully Willow finds you. Oh my God. I. Oh, S. Friedman. Well, you startled me with that. You startled me, S. Friedman. Um, yeah, Rob Schaefer. Do you have to tell someone you are being served? Charlotte in New York. What is up? How did this person get tickets to the event? I wonder, says Raymond. Interesting question. Interesting question. Oh, eat a lollipop. That works for me when I have hiccups. All right, I'll have to get one later. Oh no, I have a Halls. All right, I'm gonna pop a Halls in my mouth. Let's see if I can still conduct the show with a Halls in my mouth without my. Oh no, Grass Puddle said, "R.I.P. Hal." No. S. Friedman, I'm not going to do that. Oh, wow. The this Halls. Oh, no. Damn it. Okay. We listen, we'll soldier on. Peanut butter, thank you. S. Friedman says underrated hiccup solution. Squeeze your nipples really hard for 30 seconds. It sounds funny, but it works. S. Friedman, I think you're trying to set a trap here. But I'm no, I don't know. Oh, all right. You know what? Maybe our Twitter deep dive will help me get through the hiccups. Today's Twitter deep dive, you you know him as Hawkeye. You also know him from the Hurt Locker, and he was once touted as the next Jason Bourne, Jeremy Renner, and he's the voice of a generation. Jeremy Renner, musician, entrepreneur. What can't he do? Simon either giving me a hiccup solution or just talking to his friend and accidentally got caught on his smart device here. So Jeremy Renner, there he is. Let's see that. Let's see that banner, please. Oh my goodness, Travis. What
Yar.
what happens? What happens uh, when I got hiccups here?
I mean, I'm happy to help however I can. I've got my own remedy. My mom taught me years ago that seems to do the trick for me. If you
What
need
is
me to,
that?
that is take a deep breath, hold it for a 5 count, take a drink of water, keep holding the breath for another 5 count, and then let it out. We'll see if this works. All right, I'm gonna keep running. So we got no dead air here. We're checking to see if my mom's hiccup remedy works for Hal. I've got high hopes. Hal looks like he's been holding a breath for a while. So far we got nodding. Maybe this is good. Okay, there's the breath. The most important thing is to relax the nervous system. There you go. Out. All right. Take a second to collect ourselves. This is good. And regardless, it's always nice to take a deep breath and a drink of water. Whether or not you got hiccups or anything. Wow, he looks zen. How we doing?
Slightly, you know what? Okay.
Okay.
I'm not hiccuping.
So far, so okay. So far, so okay.
Okay. All right. You know what? I'm going to tread ever so lightly back into the Twitter profile of one Jeremy Renner. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you, Travis.
Yeah?
You know what? That might have worked.
All right.
Knock on wood. Knock on wood. I don't want to jinx anything. Travis, regards to Debbie Butterfield.
Mm-hmm. I'll make sure to let her know.
BT Dubs, everybody. I feel, you know what? I feel like a new man. Jeremy Renner's my favorite thing Jeremy Renner's ever done, The Town. The Town. The Town. I love that flick. Love that flick. And Jeremy Renner is a believable little badass in that movie. Just like an evil, unconscionable, just bad dude. Jeremy Renner is real good in The Town. Oh, yeah. Okay. Jeremy Renner, Live for Now, out now. Okay, I guess that's his song. Travis, can you find a little Jeremy Renner music, by the way?
Do I have to?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, are we allowed to play it here if we talk over it?
I mean, I could find the music video for sure. They're heinous.
You know what? Let's skip it. Let's skip it because I don't want to mess with I don't want to mess with.
I mean,
YouTube,
we could at least. We can't have the sound, but the video is talk over worthy enough.
Let's just stick with this for now. If it comes up on his feed, then maybe we'll play it. But otherwise, yeah, we'll play it without sound. All right, Jeremy Renner. Live for Now, out now. That just sounds discordant. Just the Live for Now.
Live for now. Now.
Yeah. 5.7 million followers. Robust following. Here's his pinned tweet. My new EP, Live for Now, is out now. I hope you love this collection of songs as much as I do. Wow. Jeremy Renner. Look at him. Find love anywhere you can. Oh, Jeremy Renner, a nice puppy. Jeremy Renner is a nice puppy dog. Okie doke. Yeah, so Jeremy Renner, I guess he created this lifestyle app a few years ago and then got rid of it. I wish I actually spent any time on that app. I feel like when it was here, I didn't realize what a blessing humanity had come upon, and I never saw it. All right, let's scroll it. Let's scroll. Any single parent of 3 knows this job. Okay, so feeding the panda. Oh, look at the pandas. The pandas are saying hi to the man. Jeremy Renner, he likes cute stuff. Look at that. There you go. Hashtag sweet pandas. Jeremy Renner, an old softie. Simon says that Jeremy Renner has a song about barbecue. That is awesome. All right. I can dig it. I'd sing about barbecue. The only thing worse than Jeremy Renner and his music is Steven Seagal's blues. That's not a thing. All right. Travis?
That is absolutely a thing. 1,000% a thing. Steven Seagal has a blues band. It's terrible.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow. Just a friendly reminder, I only have one Twitter account and one Instagram account. They're both verified. I would never, ever reach out to fans asking for money. If that's happening to you, it's fake. No matter what the fake account is saying, don't believe it. Stay safe. Wow, wow, wow. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, so people were faking Jeremy Renner. Hey, this is Jeremy Renner. You might know me as Hawkeye and various other things in movies. Yeah, I need $75. Anyone else get happy seeing this? Hey, Travis, do you get happy seeing that?
Sure. Why not? Okay. Yeah.
Are you just saying that?
Yes.
All right, I need a real answer.
It's nice.
Unless you have a good bit answer. I need either. There are two things you can do here: real or a good bit. Don't fake it. Don't, you know?
My real answer is I get cold easy and I have poor circulation, so I wouldn't want to go outside. If I was through a window, cabin time.
Next to a cozy fire?
Next to a cozy fire. You kidding me? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in. But out there, I'm just like, that would be nice, and then I get cold. Then I get sad. 'Cause I'm cold.
Next to a cozy fire, eating a jar of peanut butter with a spoon and drinking a tall glass of milk?
No, that's your wish. I don't want that.
Lactose intolerant peanut butter hater Travis Reeves, everybody. All right.
What else we got?
Let's keep just a little bit more. Have a wonderful weekend. What is that picture?
He's so earnest. Oh my God, I love it. Also,
yeah, like he's got single dad energy.
He's got such single dad energy.
Big single dad energy.
And just
Jeremy
like
Renner.
I can't help but see this haircut and just feel like I'm looking into my future, and I'm not sure if I like where it's going.
Oh yeah, Travis, can you go side by side with this Jeremy Renner?
God, I wish I had glasses.
No, I don't. Not me. Get me out of there.
I'm trying to. It's hard to do that.
No one wants me right now. Get me out of there.
This is the only way to do it.
Put me small.
I can't do that with this. Okay, I can do this.
Just do you. Get rid of me for a minute.
Fine. What if I just didn't turn him back on?
For me?
No, I can't hear you when that happens.
Oh,
you can turn off your video with like that little. There's a little video button down there at the bottom, but you can still have the audio on. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, there we go.
Yep.
All right.
Here's me. Here, hold on. Let me resize accordingly.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. No, we got to see the hair. Okay, there it is. Oh, don't lose that hair.
All right. Gotta be a way to more. There you go. Yep.
This Single dad Travis. One day.
This is great. Yeah, I have a feeling that there's gonna be a point in my life where I don't think I'll have kids, but I might have other people's kids.
You know what? Whatever happens, that's a look into your future.
Fantastic.
Listen, Jeremy Renner, a very successful guy. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's just a taste. That's just a taste of Jeremy Renner, everybody. Very nice. You are listening to the Your Pal Hal Show, or watching, or both. All of the above. And you're here with us, and my name is Hal Rudnick. We're live on Backchannel, and this is the only play on your Echo device where you can watch and listen to shows and chat with the hosts in real time. I'm here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 1 Pacific time, 2 to 4 Eastern time. Send me a chat. You can ask me questions, chime in on what you think about Jeremy Renner, what you think about Travis. Does he look like Jeremy Renner? And if you can see me right now, you're watching on an Echo Show or a Fire TV. Magic word is say. So your smart device, get your smart device's attention. It rhymes with T-Rexa. Smart device, say, and then you put in anything at all after that. Smart device, say, I love the movie The Town. Smart device, say, Jeremy Renner was my least favorite Avenger. Whatever you like. Now, if you're listening right now on an Echo speaker, go to backchannel.tv and leave a review and join the conversation. Also, if you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. That'll give you alerts when we're coming on the air. Also, it will allow you to be here for all the fun that we're going to have. All the fun. Great celebrity lookalike, Travis. Andrew McLean says, his is Joshua Jackson of the Mighty Ducks. Well, that's a hat trick and a half right there. Simon says he loved Hansel and Gretel Witch Hunters. That's funny. All right. Folks, let's shift gears now and jump into some Recs and reviews. I just want to take a look at the reviews for a couple of things that are dropping right today. These are hot off the presses. First up, someone came along and changed the game as far as old men doing action movies. And then he took that horse and beat it even after his death. You know what? The movie Memory is out now, starring Charles Bronson. That's very good. That's very good, Simon. Billy Bob Thornton's band is playing tonight. Slightly better than Seagal. That's funny. Liam Neeson, game changer in Taken, but since then, yeah, he is just wow. Oh, Raymond, thank you for hanging. Appreciate you being here. Steven Seagal. I have Steven Seagal on the brain. Liam Neeson. I just want to look at his IMDb real fast. Can you pull up Liam Neeson's IMDb and as we scroll, and let's scroll through and just like see like the crappy movies that like there's just one bad action movie after another at a certain point. Great. Memory, Blacklight, also a bad action movie. The Marksman, Honest Thief. Cold Pursuit. Widows was fun. The Commuter. All right. That's it. Very good. Thank you, Travis. All right, let's go back to Memory. Liam Neeson's new film Memory opens this weekend, and I think I'm going to forget that I'm going to forget Memory opened. 28% on the tomato meter. Let's read the synopsis and then see what the critics have to say. Memory follows Alex Lewis, Liam Neeson, an expert assassin, of course, with a reputation for discreet precision. What if you were an expert assassin? I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what an assassin should do. What if you're an assassin whose reputation is like, oh yeah, I'm messy and inaccurate. Usually works though, but I'm pretty messy. I'm loud. Yeah, I make quite a scene. And I'm inaccurate. Rob Schaefer says I better not say a word about Krull. No, I hate to tell you, Rob Schaefer, I don't think I've ever seen Krull, but I do remember that like throwing star looking thing from Krull. The that three-pronged like hurling like sharp weapon. That was pretty sick. All right. He's got a reputation for being he's an expert assassin with a reputation for discreet precision. Caught in a moral quagmire, Alex refuses to complete a job that violates his code and must quickly hunt down and kill the people who hired him before they and FBI agent Vincent Serra, played by Guy Pearce, find him first. Alex is built for revenge, but with a memory that is beginning to falter. He's forced to question his every action, blurring the line between right and wrong. There you go. Grass Puddle says, listen to the first 30 seconds. It needs CC. Simon says it had more than 3 prongs, Hal. An assassin that announces himself and leaves a Polaroid. Yes. Wait. Okay, now I have to look up this Krull device because I think we've got a little confusion here. Krull weapon. Oh, you're right. Thank you. It's got like 5 prongs. So, Simon, thank you for setting me straight. All right, let's read a couple of these, couple of statements from the critics here. Shout out to Memento. Memento's great. It's a star, my dude. Thanks, brother. Randy Myers of the San Jose Mercury News says, memory draws you into a complicated story and takes some clever, unexpected turns along the way. Traits that have been lacking in recent Neeson fare. Okay. Randy Myers, San Jose Mercury News. He's on board. Memory is better than some Neeson action flicks, worse than others, but predictable as it is to say, you'll have trouble remembering it much longer than its runtime. Unique premise aside, this is Lena Wilson of the New York Times. Unique premise aside, memory is an absurd slog. Its plot cliches and wooden performances are far more enduring than its narrative. Dang. Washington Post says, memory feels more like a film noir, deliciously dark, cynical and slightly amoral than a pulpy piece of rote storytelling. All right, that's a positive review from the Post. Luke Y. Thompson from AV Club. It'd be nice to think that forgettable nature of memory was a deliberate irony. Then we could grant it bonus points for cleverness, rather than an average grade for just being bland. Hollywood Reporter says, for all its questions of morality, mortality, and politics, the film feels empty at its core, not unlike the sleek modern spaces where the story's ultra-wealthy, ultra-corrupt, and ultra-cliched scheme and cavort joylessly. All right, so there you go. Simon says, can I plug something? Sure. Grass Puddle says, LOL, movie is better than some but worse than others. Thanks, Richard. Yeah. Okay. Isn't that most movies? Isn't that all movies? Simon from Twitter says, memory feels familiar. All right. And then, so Memory is in theaters now. Also available to stream right now on the Paramount Plus network. A series that I was really looking forward to, but now I'm not so sure. The Offer, Season 1, about the making of The Godfather. Yeah, I thought this looked fantastic. I was so excited about the premise, and now it Yeah, 42% on the tomato meter. The offer on Paramount Plus about the making of The Godfather with Robert Evans and Francis Ford Coppola and all sorts of stuff. Uh, all right, let's read the synopsis here. Oh, that's okay, no worries. So it's about the making of The Godfather. That's all you need to know. Behind the scenes, the casting, the writing, adapting the Mario Puzo book. Uh, there you go. All right, let's okay. Let's read some thoughts from the critics. Danielle Daddario, no relation. I don't know if he's any relation to Alexandra Daddario. The program insists that movies are important and does so by pulping perhaps the most celebrated film of the second half of the 20th century and using it as fuel for a diverting but hardly cinematic streaming series. All right, that's Variety. Linda Holmes of NPR. At 10 hours, the material is stretched absurdly thin, and it makes every flaw show. Yikes. New York Magazine / Vulture says, repetitive for anyone who's seen the film and condescendingly didactic for those who haven't. Huh. Glen Whip, LA Times. Too long by half and romanticizes its subject. Okay. Adrian Horton, The Guardian. All criticisms, and there are many aside, the offer remains watchable to the bloated end. So it's like watchable, but it is bloated and you can really criticize it. John Anderson of the Wall Street Journal. Godfather cultists, and we are legion, will find the entire 10-part dramatic series presented by the studio that almost didn't make the movie not just impossible to refuse, but nerve-wracking. Oh. Andrew McLean asks if I have a reviewer or two that I typically trust and agree with on reviews. Not, that's a great question, Andrew. I honestly, I'm not sure that I do. I really, I look at the tomato meter score. I'm just, I guess I'm basic in that way. And then RogerEbert.com, also AV Club. So just a handful. AV Club, Vulture, New York Times to a degree. Amy Nicholson. She's actually my friend. I got to know her while I was doing a lot of Screen Junkie stuff. She's pretty great. Amy Nicholson is excellent, and she co-hosts a podcast with Paul Scheer. So Amy Nicholson, and then those other outlets. RogerEbert.com. I love old Roger Ebert, Siskel and Ebert. I loved that show. And then, I like seeing reviews from my friends like, Scott Mantz and the gang who I did Screen Junkie stuff with. So, yeah, just depends. Just depends. Cool. Let's go back and just hit a couple more of these. This is from Richard Roper. I like Richard Roper, especially for his involvement taking over for Gene Siskel in that Roger Ebert, Siskel and Ebert at the movies, Ebert and Roper. While the offer is intermittently entertaining, an intermittently entertaining fictionalization about the making of the greatest movie of all time, your time would be better spent rewatching the greatest movie of all time and the greatest sequel ever. Yep. My biological father, Scott Mantz. Thank you, Andrew. Dan Flenberg, Hollywood Reporter. The offer is an illustrated Wikipedia entry stretched illogically to 10 hours by pandering to cinema fans with endless winking and nudging and the performances that range from likably cartoonish to Madame Tussauds in a heat wave. Wow. So like a melting wax museum. A melting wax museum. And here's a positive review from Shannon Miller and an outlet called Consequence. If the show were just a little tighter in pace, a little more grounded in fact, it'd be easy to recommend to any cinephiles interested in this particular period of film history. Kyle Harlow says, I thought Dr. Mabuse was the greatest sequel of all time. I think going from our lists the other day. Thank you, Kyle Harlow. Andrew McLean says, I always love the SJ crew and watch Dan Murrell. Dan Murrell, yep. Old pal from Screen Junkies. He's a thoughtful and knowledgeable film critic, for sure. Yeah, Dan Murrell, audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Yep. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate it. So yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed to hear this about the this Godfather show, because I saw the preview for it and I'm like, that's awesome, because I've listened to the book on tape of Robert Evans, the producer of The Godfather. He also produced Chinatown and a lot of great flicks. Robert Evans, a Hollywood legend with an amazing, influential autobiography that came out in the 90s. And it's a great book on tape because he reads it himself. And he's got this grizzled Hollywood voice that sounds like it was only made with plenty of alcohol and cigarettes years and years ago. I thought that just covering that whole period would have been amazing in a TV show. But yeah, this is just a little disheartening. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a look for myself. And maybe I talked with my friend Lon Harris about talking about it on the next episode of Binge Boys, our podcast. By the way, if you haven't listened to Binge Boys, what are you waiting for? You can find Binge Boys wherever you get your podcasts. Me and my pal Lon Harris talking about all things streaming. Produced by the one and only producer Travis. Find it wherever you get your podcasts. Also, folks, I would like to thank you for hanging out right here on the Your Pal Hal Show. There are two ways you can support the show that really help. If you're watching right now and see that subscribe button down on the left side of your screen, please click it. Subscribing will let you know when I'm going live. Also, as I mentioned, I got some special plans coming up in the next few weeks that you're going to want to be around for, so please subscribe. Another way you can help, go to backchannel.tv, leave a review. Your positive reviews help keep this showing going. Again, I'm here back on Backchannel 11 to 1. It's almost 1. 11 to 1, Monday through Friday. 2 to 4 on the East Coast. 11 to 1 on the West Coast. And just say to your Echo, open Backchannel. Coming up next is The Drive with Mario Smith. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us today. What a good time. Just tremendous fun. Thank you for all the fun. I want to thank everybody at Backchannel, and I got to thank my pal, producer Travis. Folks, hoping you have a great rest of your Thursday. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Stick around for the